folks, and Happy New Year, and welcome back to Cat Chat. My name is Chris Wallace.
My name is Isabel Vanderpool.
And I'm Jenna Linus. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Let's just do this instead of talk.
Well, it was like the celebration.
Awesome. How you guys?
Yes.
Great New Year?
Yes, great New Year.
Glad it's 2026.
Yes. I'm very glad it's
Glad?
2026.
Yeah, I love the start of a new year. I just think it's like a good time to like reset, start over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like it.
Let's take it by the horns then, man.
I know.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, the first episode of 2026 is jam-packed with lots of good stuff today, guys.
Mm-hmm.
It is jam-packed. I'm very excited.
Can you believe we're halfway through the school year?
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe we're halfway through
I
the school
can't
year?
believe it.
I got to still get back to waking up early.
It's rough.
The break was fun.
It's rough.
It was very
Sleeping in. If I want to wake up early, I'll wake up early. If not, but don't have a choice now.
I get that.
A lot of cappuccinos from Scouts.
I mean, or you could go to, one of our guests today to the Cat
Yeah.
Cafe.
Go to
That's
the
what
Cat
I'm
Café.
talking about. I got to see what's going on at the Cat Cafe.
Yes.
Can't wait to see it.
100%.
Well, let's start with our high fives.
All right.
And then we'll share a little more about who's on the show today.
Cool.
Okay, so first high five of the 2026 school year. What are we starting out with? Of course, record-breaking moments, right? Kicking off the new year. And that has to go to our powerlifting team.
Yay.
Get out of here.
Oh,
I'm
Wow.
Arnold Schwarzenegger for the Wildcat Powerlifting Team.
Wow.
so we had several members of the powerlifting team break school records.
Nice.
So we have to shout out them as a whole, and also Jack, Asan, Mason, and Trey.
Hey,
Yes.
high five. That wasn't
Very
bad.
good.
That wasn't bad. Caught you on the reach down.
Yeah, I was ready.
Caught
So
you on the reach.
I was ready.
You was quick on your feet.
So the second high five of the 2026 school year will be going to the K kids at Kenwood for raising enough money for the animal shelter. And they got to go see the animals.
So cute.
That's
How cool is that?
awesome.
They got to go see all the animals.
Lions, tigers, and bears.
Lions,
Oh
tigers,
my.
and bears.
I
I'm
just
like,
want to know if any of the kids went home with any cats or dogs.
I hope
Because that's what I would
so.
be tempted to do.
I would have went down. I'm a sound
hope
effect
so.
guy. I would have went making noises of the animals. I would have came home.
Man, that's really cool though. I really hope that happens.
Put a little kitten in his pocket or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
You never know.
Oh my
Well, high five
goodness.
to Kenwood and the K Kids. Okay.
Nice. I like it. We're working.
High five number 3. You got it.
Well, with the new year, we have some elected officials that got elected in November.
Mhm.
But come January is the swearing in and become new members. And so as the Springfield City School District, our Board of Education
Mhm.
has a new member. And we like to give a shout out and a high five to Miss Susie Samuels, a longtime employee prior to, principal at Hayward. Did some great things there. Looking forward to her jumping in and on that seat and helping our district move forward. So
Nice.
Yes.
high five to Miss Susie Samuels.
That's pretty good. That's pretty
Good.
good. So the fourth high five is going to go to the SHS students for getting their certification in CNA.
Mm.
It helps them get jobs at hospitals, nursing homes, and it's a really good class. I tried to take it, couldn't this year, but I'm gonna take it next year though. So,
Why couldn't do it this year?
because the classes were already full.
Oh,
So
you
It
was
was so
late.
popular. They were
You was
Yes.
late to the
full.
party.
Yes, I literally was like, "Can I get into the CNA class?" And they were like, "The class is already
You
full." And I
tardy
was
to
like,
the party.
Mhm.
Don't be
So,
tardy for the
yes.
party.
very impressive that they have their CNA certifications.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yup, very impressive.
All right.
Yes.
High
High
five
five.
to.
Boom.
All right. Last but certainly not least, this year's Wildcat Athletic Club Trivia Night on the books is scheduled. Okay, and I'm coming for blood. So
Woo. Woo.
I'm bitter that I didn't win last year. So I'm back
You're ready.
March 6th, 2026.
Izzy, I don't know. Like I've never seen her face that focused.
I
Look at her.
don't know either.
I'm ready.
She's
I'm ready for the Wildcat.
she's ready.
I'm gonna win it.
You can
I'm
tell.
ready to go. That was tough last year.
It was tough.
Caught you off guard
I
a
thought
little
it was
bit.
gonna
Like
be a little
I'm not
cakewalk.
prepared.
I didn't know as much as I thought I knew.
Oh, do you have a date? Do we have a date?
Yeah, Friday, March 6th at the State Theater. Gonna be a great time. Get your teams together.
If you missed it last year, you really missed a good time.
So it was so fun.
You really missed a good time. But as you can see, Jenna over here is not here for a good time. She is not here for the smiles and giggles.
She's coming ready.
She's coming to win. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yes.
And the upside, of course, is that all the money raised goes back to our student athletes.
There we go.
Which is the whole goal, the whole objective. So
Including the powerlifting club.
Oh my god.
That's right.
everybody gets a cut of the pie.
Yes.
So
Shout
yeah,
out.
really excited. Again, if you're interested in a team, go ahead, register that now. But Wildcat Athletic Club trivia night on the books. High five.
That was
All
nice.
right.
All right. All right.
Okay. Well, before we move on to the show, we got to talk about our poll for this month.
Okay.
So remember, guys, last month we asked you when is the appropriate time, emphasis on appropriate time, to set up the Christmas tree
Yes.
before Thanksgiving, after Thanksgiving, December 1st, December 24th. And you know what the people said? Overwhelmingly, after Thanksgiving.
Like
Yes.
right there.
No one is a before Thanksgiving person.
After.
Good.
After Thanksgiving, they said is acceptable.
I agree.
That's
I agree. I like that one.
That's good.
Mhm.
It's a lot better than cranberry
Mhm.
before.
Yeah.
And talked it right onto the
Yes.
the chart. That actually
Yes.
got votes from people.
Right. Yeah.
You know whose friends is watching this?
Oh.
Cranberry. But yeah, after Thanksgiving, the Christmas tree.
Yes. That's a good time. to
Okay,
put up
well,
your Christmas
this
tree.
year's, maybe you should consider it over there.
Okay,
is,
yeah.
Did you make a New Year's resolution, yes or no? Did y'all make New Year's resolutions?
I did not.
No?
Yeah, I didn't either.
No?
No.
Okay.
I did not.
Well, then- Once again, I am in the minority because I did.
You did.
Oh, you're not a minority when we take this. There's going to be a lot of people.
I
that
feel
did it.
that's, just the thing to do, right?
Absolutely.
Like, try to be better, try to improve
I
yourself.
probably did in my head
Yeah.
as it was going
Yeah.
through, like, you know what, this year, but I'm more interested in how long do you keep your New Year's resolution? A lot of people talk that talk. So
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a sidebar.
I just
How
said
long do you
I'm going to
keep
be a
it?
better person than I was last year, as much as I can, to the most of my ability,
That's the mindset to have.
to the best of my ability.
Yes.
Well, I'm committed. I have a habit tracker now on my
Uh-oh.
phone, and when I complete my habit, then I gotta do.
Oh,
And then,
okay.
it gives me like little confetti. Like,
Wow.
yay.
Habit
I love
tracker.
that.
Yeah. So I'm invested in the New Year's resolution.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
let's get
invested
to
in-
it then. I'm with it.
Okay. So don't forget, high five. Make sure you send those to us via email, podcast@scsdoh.org. And the poll you can find at scsdoh.org/podcast poll to vote in our poll.
Yes.
/podcast poll.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. All right.
All right. So who we have on the show today?
Well, I'm going to be doing the community segment, and Miss Caitlin Tyler. She is. She works for Greater Springfield. She is the talent and education manager, I believe,
Yeah.
and born and raised here. Can't wait to talk to her about their Magnify Internship program.
Yeah.
Had a big turnout for our district kids last year, so
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see how that worked out, and just can't wait to talk to her.
Yeah, Izzy, you
Yes.
should look into those. Some paid summer internships.
Listen.
Be listening because I think the application's
Yeah.
supposedly supposed to be out, but
Yeah.
we'll find out
You
here
will
soon.
You need some money, girl.
I
Then I'll
really
be
do.
on it.
I really do. Like, all seriousness.
I see them nails right now.
Listen.
You got to have some money
This-
for them nails.
No.
16 and got the nails.
It had to be a birthday gift. It had to be.
Birthday.
You
all
know,
right.
you get your money for your birthday and then it's gone like that. You're like,
Okay.
dang, I really don't have money. So, yes, I do have to get a job, but I'm applying for the nursing home.
Okay.
So, should be soon.
Well, okay, I get
Yes.
that. But you're going to be talking to some people too, huh?
Yes.
Who you going to be talking to today?
I'm going to be talking to Ryan and
Ryan and Garyana and Kelly.
Garyana and Kelly. I will be talking to Ryan, Garyana, and Kelly about the Cat Café. and about their experiences, their first day, what's fun about it, what they enjoy the most about it, what's challenging about it, and just their overall experience.
That's
So,
awesome.
yes, I'm very excited to get to hear what they have to say about the Cat
I
Cafe.
love me some Cat Cafe.
Yes.
I'm gonna need them to start a loyalty card
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
because I've already been. They've already got my money, and they'll get it again and again and again.
Cat Cafe.
I love it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
I think it's fantastic. All right. Well, then I
You got
am,
a good one.
and I'm doing it virtually today, y'all. We're shaking it up a little bit. So I have Todd Walker, who is a South High grad of 87.
Big tight end.
Has been a lot of places, done a lot of things, and now he's overseeing a nonprofit elsewhere in the country on the East Coast. So he's going to share all the things.
Up there in Indiana, Indianapolis, I think. He's up that way.
Well, that's where
somewhere.
he went to school. Now he's on the East Coast doing his nonprofit thing,
Okay.
helping homeless and hungry and caring
That's
for the
awesome.
people. Yeah. So it should be exciting.
Big Todd. All right.
Yes.
All
That's
right.
a big dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna look big probably through the through the screen. You can tell he's a big dude through the screen, I bet.
So we're about to kick off the first show of 2026.
Let's get to it.
Okay. Let's get into it.
We'll be right back on Cat Chat.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cat Chat. Today I have
Kelly Lieber.
Gary Yana.
Why, Nicholas?
and today we're going to be talking about the Cat Cafe. So, can you elaborate on what the Cat Cafe really is?
So the Cat Cafe is a opportunity at Springfield High School for students with disabilities to learn vocational and employability skills. It's a way for them to learn customer service skills and to be able to apply that later in life.
Okay, that's really cool. So, it gives
Yeah.
them an opportunity to learn how to kind of go out into the real world and take
Yes.
the skills that they learned from the Cat Cafe and use them once they get out of high school.
Yes.
I think that's really cool. So, do you guys enjoy working at the Cat
Yes.
Cafe?
Yes.
What's your guys' favorite part?
Making the coffee.
Making the
coffee.
I love that. So, do you guys think working in the Cat Cafe, would that be something you'd be interested in doing after you get out of high
Yes.
school?
Yes.
What are some jobs you guys think you guys would want to do?
I would like to bake and make coffee
Okay,
and cook.
I love that.
Like when I get out of school, I'm gonna actually do cosmetology.
Okay, you want to do cosmetology? I love that. So, what are some challenges that you guys find when you are working in the Cat Cafe? Is there anything that's hard about it?
Trying to rush and do more. Trying to make the coffees.
Making the coffees?
Yeah.
Making the coffees is hard.
Mhm.
And what's the easiest part about doing it?
It's being nice and saying, hi, how are you? What would you like for your coffee?
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys get to talk to a lot of people
Yeah.
when you guys are working at the Cat Cafe and being super social.
Yeah.
So is it fun seeing a lot of smiles on people's
Yes.
faces and getting to serve them?
Yes.
Yes.
So I heard that you guys also can take coffee and deliver it
Yeah.
if a teacher. So is
Yeah.
there like specific roles that you guys have to like follow? Like, do some people have to, take the coffees to
Yeah,
people?
there's some people that take coffees and deliver them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's really cool. So,
We have one girl that just takes the orders.
okay.
She uses a stylus to select the picture icons. Then we have our two baristas here. And then we have a group of students from our specialized learning center that deliver to our teachers.
That's really cool. So,
Yeah.
is there anything that you don't get to see from the social media posts and everything that they post about the Cat Cafe that you would if you actually went there and went in?
I think it's just an amazing experience being able to interact with our kids and seeing them shine in that environment.
Yes, that's very cool.
Yeah.
How did we get here from how were the ideas brung together to create the Cat Cafe? Was there deliberation? Was there somebody that came and was like, I would like to make the Cat Cafe? Was there
So I came into the transition coordinator role last year, and I had a list of things that I wanted to do. I wanted students to be able to practice skills in our PACE lab, which is in Dr. Bradley's room, and then take those skills into an in-house employment opportunity. And then their senior year, they get to go out into the community to be able to work. So I just wanted to see some kind of in-house employment opportunity that would support them through their journey.
And that's really cool. So it really kind of starts you. It starts you off. So do you guys think this is really cool?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that. So how many people are working in the Cat Cafe?
About 10.
About 10?
Yes. And then we had some more students stop by today that wanted to work during second period.
So can they go and say, I would like to be a part of this, or is it kind of a sign up, or do they get picked to do it?
So if they would like to join us, just send me an email, and I would definitely like to have that conversation.
What items can people come and purchase at the Cat Cafe?
They can purchase dark chocolate and chocolate cream filters and vanilla. We have hazelnut. We have all kinds of stuff.
Okay. So you guys have chocolates and coffees,
Hot teas too.
hot teas?
And hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. So there's a variety of options that you can do.
So they can do hot coffee and iced.
And ice.
And then Ryan was describing all the different flavors that we have.
Okay, I love that. So who can specifically buy the coffees and the
The
chocolates right now?
teachers.
Specifically
now
the
it's
teachers.
Staff.
How was the first day? Was it chaotic? Was it stressful? Was it fun? How was it?
Stressful.
It was stressful.
It was really busy.
It was very busy. So was there a lot of teachers coming through,
Yeah.
and it was just a lot to take in at
Yeah.
once?
Principals, teachers, and the truancy officers.
Oh, okay. So you guys had a lot of staff, like
Yeah.
a lot of staff. I bet that was overwhelming, but also fun at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Kelly, how did you come about starting it? What was the idea? How did it go into motion?
So I knew a coffee shop would be something that would interest the people at school, because we all love coffee, right? So creating that space, it took a lot of time. Coming at it from an education standpoint, I had to learn a lot about businesses and working with the health department and budgeting and things like that. So just as they're learning, I'm still learning too through this process.
Okay. Well, I love that so much. I love that you guys are having fun. I love that you're learning from this, and it's a really good opportunity to be able to take out of high school. So I'm glad this is something that you guys enjoy. Did you guys get to potentially taste test anything from the Cat Cafe?
Yes, I tasted the iced coffee.
Was it good?
Yes.
Okay. Ryan, did you get to taste test anything?
Yeah.
What'd you taste?
The iced coffee.
Was it good?
Yeah.
So would you guys recommend it? Like it's a 10 out of 10 recommended?
Yes. The iced coffee, yes.
Is it more of like a sugary sweet, or is it more of kind of like a dark coffee type of taste? Is there a lot of creamer in it, sugar in it?
Yeah, a lot of creamer.
A lot of creamer and sugar, so more kids would want it?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. And how can team members and staff find you guys if they want to take a stop by at the Cat Cafe?
We have a website.
We have
It's
a
a
website/app.
Oh, so what's it called? How do you get to it? Do you like scan it? Do
Yeah,
you...
we have a paper that has a
Paper.
QR code on it. You scan it and it'll take you straight to the website.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are very accessible and you can get there very easily. How many is it every day a week? Every day you guys are open?
Yeah.
Every day,
Okay.
from 7:30 until 9.
9.
Until 7:30 to 9. Okay. Well, if you would love to stop by the Cat Cafe, staff members, it is open from 7:30 to 9. So definitely make sure you stop by and show your love and appreciation because it means a lot. So thank you so much for sharing what
Yeah.
you guys have going on at the Cat Cafe. It's really cool, very inspiring, and I love that you guys are doing this.
Thank
So
you.
thank you so much.
You're very
Thank you.
welcome.
All right, we'll see you next on Cat Chat.
Hello, Springfield, and welcome back to Cat Chat. And this is our community segment. And today in this segment, I have Miss Caitlin Tyler, the Talent and Education Manager for the Greater Springfield. Hello, Caitlin.
Hey, how are you?
It's great to have you on here.
Thanks for having me.
So, you are born and raised. You are Springfield.
I am.
You know, you've seen those things where it says, I'm so Springfield, right?
That's me.
You are Springfield. Graduated from Shawnee,
I did.
2009.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I know I'm not, hey, women, I know the women are
Don't
listening.
guess my age.
I'm not trying to show her age. We're talking. Just follow me here, okay? 2009, Shawnee.
Yes.
How was that?
It was good.
It was good.
It was great.
I saw you. Then you went to Clark State.
I did.
And got that in 2011.
Yes. Great experience.
Great experience. And then graduated from the Ohio State University.
Go Bucks, of course.
In 2022, and you got a degree in
Child and Youth Studies.
Child and Youth Studies.
Yes.
So far apart from 11 to 22.
Yeah.
Talk about that journey a little bit.
So in 11, I got a degree from Clark State in early childhood education. And my passion was really that preschool teacher life. Loved it. I've always loved working with kids, seeing them grow, seeing them learn. So preschool teacher, I dove right into that. Loved my experience at Clark State. Teachers were hands-on. I got that one-on-one experience that you don't get at a lot of colleges. So it was very beneficial in me moving forward with that journey. But 2020, we don't need to go back to that. We all know what happened. And it was kind of that reality check of, is this really what I want to do? I had worked at a couple different preschool programs. I had run some things. I'd managed some things. I had been in administration. I've kind of wore a lot of hats in that world, and decided, okay, maybe this is not where I want to land forever. So I knew at that point I needed to do something different. So I decided to work full-time and go to school full-time. Wow. Insane. I will say it was crazy.
So you were working.
I was working.
Driving to Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
Attending classes.
Yes.
And did all of that and graduated.
Correct.
Wow.
So the great thing was, though, Ohio State took all of my credits from Clark State. They also took my CCP credits from high school. So push for what you want, because they took every credit and I was able to graduate within 2 years. At the time I was working for Ohio State. So that was another perk of they paid for me to go back to school, which was really great. So working there full time, going to school full time, finished it in 2 years. And then at that point I was kind of like, okay, now what?
Yeah. So you were basically operating in a big city, basically.
I was.
Compared to Springfield.
I was.
But how did Springfield help you cope with adjusting, for one, and operating? Because me personally, I've lived in Alabama, I've lived in Florida, I lived in New Orleans, and being from Springfield really helped me by being around so many different type of demographics and well-rounded people. How did that help you?
You said it. It helped me build those relationships. So being in Springfield helped me really build relationships with people who were different than me, who were the same as me, who had a different mindset than I did. And so taking that and moving that into Columbus, I'm going to say market, really helped, because it's different. Springfield, you have that hometown feel. Everybody pretty much knows everybody. You can go to the grocery store and you know somebody. You go to work and you know somebody. We help each other. We build each other. When you get to a bigger city, it's not that way.
Right.
So it's very, very different, especially working for somebody like Ohio State. Huge.
Right.
Everything there is just larger than life.
Yes.
So having that foundation from Springfield helped me walk into rooms with confidence and realize, hey, I know what I'm doing. I may not be the expert in everything, but I am the expert in this field. And so I went in with confidence and knowing that, hey, I can build relationships. I can understand where people are coming from. I can empathize and be sympathetic in a room of people, but then I can also go in and say, but I know what I'm talking about. So that was a big thing I think that Springfield prepared me for. However, I didn't realize how much I would miss that hometown feel. I didn't realize how much I would miss being able to go into the grocery store and know somebody, go into the library and know somebody. Like, you walk in and you're a number. Very different from Clark State to Ohio State. Clark State, you walk in and people know you by name. First name first is kind of where they're at now. You go into Ohio State and they're like, hey, number 328, there's your seat. Like, get your work done, turn it in, and, thank you very much for your money.
Right.
You'll get a degree at the end of this, hopefully.
That is a great view on, and you painted a picture so well of a person coming from a small place to a bigger place, a bigger market, as you said. But that was a great lesson for these kids. But you talked about the relationships and helping yourself build by the relationships that you had here. And that leads me into why we're here.
Yeah.
Right? We're talking about helping the youth, helping these young kids build who they are, understand their why, and the Greater Springfield is doing Magnify Internships.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
This is, I would say, this is a thing that's kind of like my baby. I love this.
Okay.
I wish I would have had this I wish I would have had this experience in high school. It's really helping you
You
understand.
did. You just did it organically.
I did it organically.
Now you
yes.
get to give it to these kids
and you
as
get
a
paid.
plan. Yes.
You get paid. I didn't get paid. It was called volunteer hours.
That's awesome.
2009, you volunteered your time.
Volunteer.
2025, we're going to pay you for your time. So
That's
it's
awesome.
great. It's really working with companies here in Springfield who are interested in investing in our students, but it's more than that. We're asking you to take U Science, and I think we all talk about that, and probably by this point in the year, some of you might be rolling your eyes like they have talked about this since August, and we're still talking about it in January, but it is that important. We're taking that data that's specifically about you and matching you with a company that has that passion. So if you're interested in education, we have partners who are stepping up saying, hey, this is important. We want you to come learn about this summer. If your passion is manufacturing, we've got people in that too. If you're unsure and U Science is saying like you have a very high, not just interest, but aptitude in this area and you don't understand it, we can help you with that too. We can help you explore what that career path looks like before you make a decision on, okay, I'm going to college for this, or I'm going straight to the workforce for this, or I'm going to the military because that's the best path for me. We're really trying to help these students, you guys, set you up for success. So A, you're not wasting your time, but B, you're also getting paid during the summer to do something that you're excited about.
That is awesome. And this happened last year as well, right?
It did.
How long has this been going? Was it?
This is year number 4. Tried a little bit in 2020, but obviously.
Tell us a little bit about last year.
Last year was incredible. Springfield City Schools, I have to shout you guys out. You really stepped up with students. We had 26 students apply from Springfield City Schools, which is the most we've gotten from any school. So absolutely incredible. But not only did you have students, you had opportunities here. So your students could work here and learn what actually happens behind the scene, behind the desk, instead of being on the other side of it, sitting as a student. So great opportunities, great feedback from both students and employers. I do have to put another plug in. The first student who applied yesterday, Springfield City student. So
awesome.
You guys have the first one on the map as well.
Speaking of applications, so applications are open.
Yes.
When do applications close?
March 13th.
And how do you find the application?
Go to clarkcounty.jobs and it is right there under the student tab. So we try to make it super simple. It's I'd say 2 minutes. I don't even know if it's going to take you that long to fill it out. You're going to have to send in a transcript and a resume. First of all, your transcript doesn't have to be perfect. So if you're on the fence of saying like, I may not be the perfect student, still apply because you might be the perfect student for this. Your resume doesn't have to be perfect. We have people who are going to help you on training day perfect that resume.
This is an awesome thing. Caitlin Tyler, is there anything else you want to say to our Cat Chat audience about Magnify Internships?
I say apply, try it out. If you don't know and you're nervous about it, we have plenty of people behind the scenes ready to help you. Apply, take advantage of it. You will not regret that decision. Again, it's paid, it's money. You're getting paid to do something that you find passionate about. And I'm not going to ask you to go do something you're not interested in. We are really matching you with your passion and what you want to do.
I'm 50 years old, and with your passion that you just put on screen today, I'm ready to apply. But I can't. All right? So you heard her. You hear her passion. You hear her care for Springfield. I thank you for coming here and letting us know about it.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait to see the outcome and talk to you about what happened this year in 2026.
I am very excited. So thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you. We'll be right back on Cat Chat.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Cat Chat. Going to be a little bit of a different segment today. We are doing our first virtual Cat Chat interview today, which I love this concept because it shows that we have alumni all over the place doing incredible things. So I'm going to take it here to my laptop, check in on Zoom with Mr. Todd Walker, class of 1987 at South High School. Todd, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Jenna.
Tell people first where you are located, where you're speaking from today.
I am Todd Walker again. I am speaking from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
We are all envious that you're near a beach, Todd. In Ohio weather, you know how it is.
I do, yeah.
So let's, kind of start with your time in Springfield City School District. Tell me what buildings you attended, and some of your most favorable memories from here.
Okay, I started off at Highlands. So I did kindergarten K through second at Highlands. And then in the late 70s is when they started to integrate. They wanted the schools to integrate more. And so I ended up being bused where I lived at the district I lived in. I ended up being bused to Snow Hill Elementary.
Okay.
And so third grade through sixth grade, I was there. It was a great experience for me. And eventually went to Hayward, go Big Red. And I actually live right down the street. I mean, I could walk. I was walking to school in like 2 minutes, 1 minute. So I was at Hayward, and then eventually, my favorite place, Springfield South High School.
Favorite. Okay. Why do we say favorite? What strikes you from that time?
I think that's when I really started to blossom in sports, and I think for me, it helped me focus on other things because I didn't want to lose sports. So, for example, making sure that my grades were up, and doing the things I needed to do at home. I just didn't want to do anything that would disrupt me from playing, and I think that just helped me learn how to be a good person in a sense because sports meant that much to me, and I felt like God kind of put that passion in me because He knew it would lead me to other greater things. At the time, I didn't know that. It was just I just had that singular focus that I really wanted to earn a scholarship, and I wanted to play beyond high school. And so I felt like the people at South helped pour into me to help me achieve that dream. And so that's why I say South has my most memorable and favorite memories just because of the people that were inside that building that would just really loved on me and poured into me to bring out my greatness. And I try to do the same now in my current work.
Anybody from South specifically that, really shape you during that time that, you'd like to call attention to?
There's a few of them. Definitely Bruce Razor, who was my JV coach and also my physical education teacher. Coach Razor was, I mean, just beyond amazing. Jim Moyers, who was a math teacher, but also a basketball coach as well. And I love Coach Moyers. He helped me study for the SAT. He just did a lot of things beyond what he needed to do to help get me where I needed to be. Of course, Mike Carter, um, who was an assistant coach, and I believe now is currently at Sinclair Community College, does a lot of things there. Mike was amazing as well. So it was just to name a few. Of course, Earl Taylor, who was our football coach at the time, was awesome. And then one of my favorite people in the world was C. Dwayne Baker. He was the athletic director, and I love that man. He did a lot for me and was very encouraging for me. And I know I'm leaving other people out. There was great teachers, Mr. Krause, who was my government teacher, but also my football coach. And I mean, just the love that they showed me. Like now, I mean, back then, I don't know if I could really see it, but now when I look back on my life and examine, where I've gotten to now, I give them a lot of credit in helping me get to where I am now.
Absolutely. Well, and you were a big football guy, right? Did you play other sports as well?
Yeah, I was all state in football at South, and I also was the WOL and all area player of the year in basketball.
Wonderful.
So I had scholarship offers for both. I left out my coach Wayne Wiseman, who was a great mentor and great person for me as well. So yeah, football and basketball were my primary sports. Eventually, by the time I got to my senior year, I had scholarship offers for both sports. My first scholarship offer was from Wright State University for basketball. So a lot of people they kind of forget about it because I went on to play football. But I had my bigger offers in football from Division I, and so for me, it all boiled down to my top two schools when it came down to the end was Indiana University and the University of Louisville. And so I made the correct choice in deciding to go to Indiana
You
University.
became a
Who
Hoosier.
also is the number one school, we're number one in football right now. We're Rose Bowl champions. And I need to add in there, we beat Ohio State a couple of weeks ago. So I just leave that there.
Dagger to the heart, Todd. Dagger to the heart. So you became a Hoosier, and tell me a little bit about, your collegiate career, and what that experience was like for you.
It was amazing. When I first got there, I ended up lettering my freshman year. And just when I would daydream about college and high school and middle school, Indiana is what I saw. I didn't know it until I got there, but that vision of what college would be like, I got to fully experience that. Freshman year, we went to Columbus. We beat Ohio State. One of my greatest memories, being able to play in that game and just see my mom crying in the horseshoe because she knew how much that meant to me because I grew up a Buckeye fan. They didn't offer me a scholarship, and so Indiana said, "Come with us, and you can show them what they miss." And then a couple of weeks later, we beat Michigan, and we had an opportunity to play Michigan State for the Rose Bowl. We lost that game, but we ended up going up to the Peach Bowl. And then after that, I played in, 3 more bowls. So I played in 4 bowls during the time I was at Indiana. And eventually, NFL agents and other recruiters became calling, just saying, "Hey, you're an NFL prospect." And eventually, I had the opportunity to go to the NFL from there. So I did earn my degree in criminal justice from IU. And then years later, I went back and earned my master's of public administration degree from Troy University. But yeah, the IU experience was just awesome. And I'm very well, very connected still to the university. I just came back actually from the Rose Bowl. So I was in Los
Nice.
Angeles last week at the Rose Bowl. And unfortunately, I can't make the Peach Bowl this Friday. But if we win, and well, let me say when we win, I will be heading to Miami for the national championship. So, but yeah, Indiana was great. It almost kind of mimics Springfield South in terms of the people that I met, just awesome people that really looked out for me and poured into me and just had my best interests at heart. And like I said, it set the stage. The time in Springfield, especially at South, and then eventually at IU, really kind of set the stage. I didn't know it then, but it set the stage for what I do now and how I give back and how I'm so passionate about helping people. But it's all because of those experiences I had at in Springfield and at and in Indiana.
So after completed your time at Indiana, where does your life take you from there?
I signed a free agent NFL contract with the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
So from Indiana, I went to Denver, and I believe the Springfield News and Sun said I was riding my NFL dream a mile high or something to that to that nature. And so it was awesome until it wasn't. Until I had some injuries and didn't end up making the final roster. But that's what kind of guided me into what I'm doing now, where I remember just being frustrated about not making it and just praying on it. And the Holy Spirit spoke to me and said, "Todd, all the people that have poured into you to help you achieve all the success you've achieved up to this point, now I need you to go back and do that for somebody else." And so I knew at that point I was meant to be a professional. It just wasn't a football player. And I was able to take a lot of those lessons that I learned on the football field about teamwork, sacrifice, integrity, lifting up your teammates on the field and working together as a team, communication, all the little intricacies that happens, when you're playing in a football field, and be able to take those and add those to my business acumen and use those to create good atmospheres in places that I work and I can perform at my best as well, because as an athlete, you do have people pushing you, but you also learn to push yourself. And so, my mother always said, "Todd, everybody has spiritual gifts. Those gifts are to be used to bless others. And in return, that's how you get your gifts." But also what I learned too along the way was you discover those gifts many a times when you're put in uncomfortable situations. And so I challenge myself. I think of things that probably beyond, what my comprehension could be as far as trying to attain goals, big goals. And I think that brings out the best in me because when I'm challenged, I think I perform at my best.
Well, and I would really want to segue into what you're doing now because you're doing such impactful work, with the homeless, the hungry, some of the most vulnerable people in our communities everywhere. So, I'd like to give you some time to speak about what you are loving doing right now.
Yeah, I'm the executive director now of the Judeo-Christian Outreach Center here in Virginia Beach. As you mentioned, our goal is to end hunger and homelessness in the community. We do that in a variety of ways. On the hunger relief side, we do a daily community dinner. And so we do a dinner every day that anybody that's homeless or people struggling with food insecurity, so they don't have to make decisions between paying rent and buying groceries. We also do a food pantry twice a week, and we find that that pantry helps to keep people in housing versus them not being able to pay their rent and becoming homeless. So we've seen that be extremely effective. And then on the housing side, we run the only year-round emergency shelter in Virginia Beach. So we have a contract with the city of Virginia Beach. We have a facilitated 88-bed shelter for single men and single women. And really our goal there is when those individuals come in the shelter, is to love on them, provide a high level of empathy. We like to say empathy is the shortest distance between two people. We have to meet people where they are to be able to walk with them to help get them to where they want to be. And so, our goal is to help get them in permanent housing as quickly as possible. And then we have other programs as well in terms of veterans. We also we have a transitional housing program for veterans. We have a permanent supportive housing program for people with disabilities and are what we call chronically homeless, meaning they've been homeless a year or longer continuously. And in most cases, people that come into that program have been homeless 15 or 20 years or more. And it's just the things that we have to help teach them to live in a place again. It's just really been eye-opening. And then we also operate a model called shared housing through a program we have called Rapid Rehousing. So basically, we get federal and state funding to help us subsidize rents for our clients. And we've been using a model where we take we partner with a landlord. He has a 3-bedroom house. We'll put leases on each room versus having one lease where you and I were on the lease together. You paid the rent and I didn't, then our housing is both in jeopardy. But if each one has their own lease, it can operate more effectively. And so we've gotten a lot of national attention for that program and some of the other things that we're doing. I've been blessed. I've spoken all around the country just on shared housing, on just some of the other leadership, a variety of things, how we've been able to change our shelter to become more effective, to become more client friendly, meaning, there was a time where we try to fix people. And I mean, not just our organization, but across the country. That was just the way people operated. But then we had to make the shift to not try to fix people, but fix the situation. And then in turn, that helps the person fix themselves versus, you trying to do it. And so we've seen just a tremendous amount of success. We see people go in housing, we celebrate it. We have about 22 full-time staff right now and probably about 15, 16 part-time staff. When I started here, we had maybe 8 staff. So I've been able to see the organization grow. And then also probably one of my biggest things that I'm doing now, and I told you I like to think big and challenge myself, was when I first came, I almost didn't take the job because the campus where our facility is located was extremely downtrodden. The buildings were falling apart. And I had been praying to God that I wanted a new opportunity. I wanted to be challenged more. I had just got my master's. And when that opportunity arose, I just could not believe what I was seeing. And so I had already designated in my mind that I would not take the job just based on what I was seeing.
Yeah.
But interviewed with my predecessor, and she said, I've met with 10 people, but you're the one. And I said politely, I'm not the one. I don't think this is for me. And so I left the campus, thinking I was never coming back. And so she continued to call me, to her credit. I just feel that's how God uses people. She called and called and called, and I answered. And she said, what would it hurt for you just to interview? And I did the interview. It was the easiest interview I ever had, and I decided to take the position. But before I did that, I prayed on it again, and the Lord spoke to me and said, Todd, everything that you asked me for is there. You just don't like what the package is wrapped in. And I realized that the homeless individuals that we serve get judged off what we see and not the true person on the inside. I mean, I've helped college graduates. I've helped business owners, but people that have fell on hard times. And so I wanted to figure out what can I do to help, change the situation, not just with the services that we provide, but also changing what I saw as far as the buildings and what could I do to change that look to impact the community. And so I decided I wanted to build some affordable housing. There's homelessness in our nation because there's not enough affordable housing. And when I say affordable housing, I mean for people who are living on fixed incomes, for people who are coming out of homelessness. And I started that mission, and it's been a 10-year journey. I've learned a lot about myself, but I'm happy to announce we've raised over $15 million.
Wow.
And the rendering that you see behind me is currently being built and will be finished in March of this year, either March or April. So we're almost done with the building. We'll have 38 affordable housing units. We'll have 15 administrative offices, so my office will be in the building. And then we'll still have our Hunger Relief program. We'll have a full-scale kitchen. And one of the ways we're able to facilitate that daily dinner is we bring in churches and groups and different people from the community to actually come in, prepare the meal, and serve the meal. And then, of course, we have partnerships with like the food bank at different places to get a lot of the food in that we give out through our pantry. So all of those things will be happening within that building. So, just very excited about that. I've gotten a ton of attention, but of course, I realized that it's really it's God working through me. But it's always a lesson I like to share about challenging yourself because you never know what could happen. If I wouldn't have taken a job, would this all be happening right now? You understand? And so just challenging and thinking big and dreaming big and trusting God. We've been able to see it happen, and this is going to impact 38 or more lives, because of course we'll have people that will come in, we'll have supportive services tied to it where we'll help those individuals who are living in the units eventually get to the point where they could be self-sufficient and maybe move out and not need the supportive service piece of it. But one thing I didn't mention is all the units will be subsidized as well. So that'll help us generate the revenue that we need to maintain and run the building. So
That's a ton of great stuff, and from this perspective, right, those are issues that happen everywhere, right? And so to come up with innovative solutions that really tackle the issue head on is huge. Has there been a moment within your career that, was kind of the aha moment of this is exactly what I'm supposed to do, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be, and it all comes full circle and I see it now?
I think probably once football was taken away from me, my first job was at Marion County Detention Center in Indianapolis. And I think that's when I realized that I had other gifts. Because up to that point, I was kind of like the athlete. And people looked at me and they placed me up just off of sports because I had did so many great things in sports. But when I got to start to talk to those young men and pour into them, and then I realized I'm doing some of the things that Mr. Moyers and Mr. Baker and Mike Carter, Coach Carter, and Mr. Wiley, all these people and Coach Taylor, they were doing these things to me and pouring into me, and now I'm doing it to them, and I'm starting to see people start to change their way of thinking, And so I think that kind of was my aha moment, and then as I moved forward, I began to challenge myself more in that arena and then attack that like I did, trying to develop myself to be a great football and basketball player. Now I wanted to be a great counselor. Now I wanted to be a great administrator. Now I want to be a great CEO, so I can create jobs and bring more people in and be able to pour into people and empower people. And that became kind of like my vision. And, I have a little saying that I tell our clientele, and that is, there's a reason your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror. Your windshield represents what's out in front of you and creates a much bigger picture. Your rear view mirror shows you what's happening in the past, but it also shows you what God has brought you through. So I said, sometimes it's okay to look back to learn, but you always got to look forward to live. And so that's kind of like my mantra and what I live by daily.
I love that. And honestly, it is a great way to close this out, right? I really appreciate your time today sharing all of your work that you're doing, your incredible work, very impactful. You know, thank you for taking care again of some of the most vulnerable in our community. And it says a lot about your heart, right? That's a big heart. And it takes a lot. So we really appreciate what you are doing, Todd. And it makes us back here even more proud to know that we have alumni who, you know, are making that their mission. So again, I really appreciate your time today. And we will be right back in a few minutes on Cat Chat. Hey everybody, welcome back to Cat Chat. That is a wrap, guys, on the first show of 2026.
Yeah.
Yes.
Smooth too.
Yes.
Real smooth. I
Yes.
like how it went. Caitlin, it's awesome.
Yes.
I know you heard. The applications are open.
Open.
We
Right.
got an application over here.
And they're
We
trying
got an opening we
and-
need filled.
and they are trying to beat the record. We should be trying to beat the record for Springfield City school kids.
All our
Yeah.
kids
We had
need to be working.
26 applicants last year.
Yes.
So we got to beat that. All right?
Mm.
You know how to do it. Go back, watch the show.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you go back and give us more clicks and watch the show.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now. Go watch the show. All right? See how you get on there, how you do the application.
How you do the
So
application.
you can get those nails did.
So you can get your nails
Yep.
did.
You know, and learn a little something and have a career path or whatever your career path is. We might be able to get you in there. Lots of different careers that's available. A lot of companies have partnered. And Caitlin is so passionate about this.
Yes.
She actually came up and did it organically, right? She didn't have an internship, but everything she has in this programmer, she promotes. She actually did it and came up through it organically. So it's really awesome to talk to her and to bring to light how she came up and what she wants to pass down along fellow Springfielders who came up through here, through the city. So shout out to Caitlin. It was awesome.
Yes.
It was really fun getting to interview Ryan, Garyana, and Kelly. I think it was really cool how they talked about how much fun they're having in it and how many opportunities it's giving them to go out of high school. So I think that was really cool. And I think just by talking to them, you can really notice that they're having a lot of fun with it and they enjoy what they're doing.
Her smile.
Yeah.
Her smile and her laugh is something else.
You can't not be
Yes.
happy when either one of them is smiling at you like that and then,
Right.
you know, giving you your coffee to start off your day. Like,
Right.
that makes it, you know,
Yes.
customer service makes it.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
100%.
Well,
Awesome deal.
Yes.
I am, first of all, very proud of us that we got through our first virtual Cat Chat interview. But I think that's cool because it also shows like how many of our alumni are all over the place,
Yeah.
you know, and it doesn't matter how far away you are, you can still connect back home. And so thanks to Mr. Todd Walker for being on our show today.
Big Todd.
Yes.
Big tight end,
cool.
Indiana. And shout out to Todd. His
Yes.
Indiana Hoosiers are
Man.
still rolling, man. They are
Man.
rolling. I think the last time they had some winning success was when Todd was on the field.
Yes.
Real talk. So shout out, Todd, man, and great job. I love what you're doing. And you're making us young Springfielders proud of the OGs. And I'm an OG too, but I get to call you an OG. So I love it.
You and your big age.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Everybody's big age.
Everybody's big age.
Big age.
16.
16.
Big age.
Big age.
I'm at my big age. Listen, I'm at my big age.
Yeah, you got
Yes.
it. You got it. And
Yes.
keep showing them nails off. Boy, she's showing them nails today. She got the
Coming
nail.
for her.
She is showing the
Right,
nails
that was so
off.
much
Look,
shade.
the nail, the thumbnail.
You know what? I'm
Check
gonna-
out
I'm gonna
the thumb.
be like,
Izzy
no, guys,
alone.
let's.
I love
Oh.
it, Iz. Do your thing, girl.
Oh my God.
Do your thing, girl. I got your back.
All right, we got to shut this down and turn it off before it gets any more shady over here.
Right.
So,
No shade throwing. Just
That's
supporting.
it.
I love the Springfielders.
okay. Well, don't forget about those high five items, the podcast poll, and we will see you all next month.
Peace.